Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another Star Wars Unlimited deck tech, and today we are talking about Chewbacca Walking Carpet. Now, Chewbacca is not a very commonly played leader. He is certainly not in the meta, but he can be fun to play. So we're going to take a look at a Chewbacca yellow list using a 30-point chopper base. Because Chewbacca is not in the meta, I'm going to go over what he does. He is a vigilant, heroic leader. His action ability is play a unit that costs 3 or less from your hand. It gains a Sentinel for the phase. He does deploy very late. He is a 7 resource deploy leader. But when he does hit the battlefield, he is a 2/9 that has Sentinel and Grit. So what that can do is that can force your opponents to swing in with a bunch of small creatures, small units, and make him tougher before he hits. A lot of times Chewbacca will be your finisher, assuming you play it right. So that is the leader and the base. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. We're going to start with the ground units, and this list is a little bit more of a budget list. We are running one relatively expensive card, but that's really it for the list. If you wanted to, if you have an unlimited budget, Luke Skywalker, the unit, belongs in this deck because this deck is a vigilant blue deck, and that card is very good. This deck tech does not contain Luke. We are running it as a budget version. That being said, we are running Leia as a full playset, Leia Organa. She is taking Luke's place in this deck. We very rarely want to be playing her on turn 1. She enables some pretty explosive late game plays, and she can exhaust an enemy unit, so she's very good as a utility unit later in the game. But as an emergency turn 1 play, you could use Leia. The deck is built to kind of maximize the Chewbacca ability. So what we did was we tried to put a bunch of units in that were difficult to remove from the board and would require either unfavorable trades, or like Crafty Smuggler here, it requires at least 2 hits to kill. So Crafty Smuggler, we're running a playset because it is good. This is your turn 1 play. This is also very good off of Chewbacca's ability because giving him Sentinel will require them to attack 2 units into it to destroy it. So that is very good. The other way to abuse Chewbacca's ability is to make sure you have units that have large defense. So Rogue Operative here is a very good unit overall, and in this deck it does destroy defender shields and ignores Sentinel, which is nice, but it's also a 2/4 body. So when you give it Sentinel, it usually requires at least 2 attacks to destroy it as well. So we're running that as a full play set. Wilderness Fighter might be the best unit to play off of Chewbacca because it's got a 4 toughness and also comes down with a shield. So this one frequently requires 3 attacks to take off the battlefield. So this one's very strong as well. We're running a full play set of that as well. We're also running Yoda. Yoda's nice because it's a Force unit. That does come up in this deck. Restore 2 is very nice, and having 4 toughness, that's kind of the key. But that was kind of the key building block that we used, is 4 toughness, or having a shield. Yoda having restore and card draw built in is very nice. We gotta place at him. Ezra Bridger, again, 4 toughness. This one is very good because of the card selection, and he trades a little better than the other ones. All of the other ones had 2 attack, 2 power. Ezra Bridger is very good off of Chewbacca because he does trade a little bit better than the rest of them. A full playset there. And now into units that we cannot play off of Chewbacca. We have Canon Jarrus. This card's just good. 4/5 body on turn 3 is very strong. Being able to mill a card off of your opponent's library is also pretty good. And then it has that pseudo restore 1 We do have Ezra Bridger in here as well, so it can technically be restored too. If you really wanted to get creative, you could put Chopper in here. I don't think it's worth it. Chopper's a strong card on its own, but to run it in this deck doesn't seem to fit. And then the final ground unit we're running is Han Solo. If Chewbacca can't finish the job, Han Solo should be able to. The ambush and first strike is very strong with this card. 6/6 body, ambush, and first strike. So running Han as a playset comes down on the same turn as Chewie, making a very powerful combination. You can have Chewie as a sentinel to protect Han, kind of in the same way that Obi-Wan protects Luke in that deck. So that's it for the ground units. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the space units, and this is a little bit. I guess we're playing some cards that maybe we wouldn't play normally, such as Pirated Starfighter. Again, that 4 toughness on the back end there. Having raid 1 is very nice, but where it really kind of shines is being able to return a non-leader unit, a friendly non-leader unit, to its owner's hand. This allows you to pick up a crafty smuggler or a wilderness fighter and use it again the following turn to reset the shield. So that's actually pretty strong. And then it getting in for 3, dealing 3 damage to bases or enemy units is also very nice. So it's a pretty good one to play off at Chewbacca. We're running that as a playset. All of our space units are playsets. Restored Arc is just a 2/3. I don't think we're going to play this one off at Chewbacca very often because we don't want it to have Sentinel, but its Restore 1 can be relevant. This one is honestly in here because of a lack of decent space units for this particular deck. I toyed around with having some of the bigger Redemption and drawing a blank on the actual Sentinel 4-drop, but they didn't feel like they were doing anything. So I went with the Restore on it as a full playset. So we're running 9 total space units. Millenium Falcon is the expensive card that I had mentioned as we were running a playset. I think this thing's might have hit $30 a piece today. So this card alone makes this almost a $100 deck. But there's a really interesting interaction with Chewbacca because Millenium Falcon is a 3/4, and a lot of the space units that are being played right now, especially early space units, don't have the ability to one-shot Millennium Falcon. If you're able to sequence it properly so that Millennium Falcon only takes 1 hit while it has Sentinel, you can just pick it up and replay it every turn, and it's essentially just heals it every turn. Because it enters play ready, you get to attack with it every turn. It is a very strong card in combination with Chewbacca as a leader, which almost seems like it's supposed to be because Chewbacca, y'all know the story. So I like this card a lot. I think that this deck doesn't work as well without it because Chewbacca's action combined with Millennium Falcon is just very strong. So it's not quite infinite, but it does give you a way to nearly always put pressure on your opponent's base. So those are our space units. We are kind of weak in the space arena. That is just due to a lack of reasonable options. We are running 1 equipment, and it is a pair of Jedi Lightsaber. Because +3/+3 is very strong, we run enough force units that if we do draw this card, we're able to get it onto a force unit more often than not, which gives you that -2/-2 if you are using it to attack defending units. That is the only equipment that we are running, the only upgrade we are running. Now we get into the events and whatnot. We're running a full playset of Asteroid Sanctuary. This card, because Chewie is such a late game leader, we need something to slow our opponent down, especially our aggro opponents. I've been force tabling this, and I struggle a lot with aggro. Asteroid Sanctuary helps with that. You're able to exhaust an enemy unit and put a shield back on your crafty smuggler or your wilderness fighter. Or you can put a shield on anything, but those are the two most common things that you're doing with it. So we're running Asteroid Sanctuary as a full playset. It binds all things. Again, we're running a lot of force units, so healing 3 damage and then turning that damage into a potential removal spell. Very good. We are only running 2 of those. Surprise Strike, we're running a pair of those. We don't always want Surprise Strike because sometimes you have to deal with other stuff, and the third card slot for Surprise Strike was taken up by something else, and it just 2 feels right. When you have it, it feels great. When you don't have it, it also feels fine. We prefer the third Waylay. In my testing, the third Waylay has always been a little bit better, but it is good to have just in case. So again, three Waylays. Bouncing a unit is sometimes as good or better than defeating a unit, just putting it back in their hand, making them replay it the next turn. This card is very strong at 3 resources, so we run full playset. Running a pair of takedowns because defeating a unit with 5 or less remaining hit points is always going to be strong, so 2 takedowns. And then we are running a full playset of the forces with me. There are, once again, enough force units in this deck. I believe we have 12 force units in the deck. Maybe it's 9. But there are enough force units in the deck that we frequently will get the shield. And even if you don't put this on a force unit, 2 experience tokens is great. Because it's not a +2/+0, it is a permanent experience token, and you get 2 of them. So forces with me. I think this card was wildly underplayed in early iterations of the game, but people have started to catch on. This is just a very good card. So full playset there. I haven't really done anything as far as a sideboard. If I do come up with a sideboard, we are going to have it posted on the Star Wars Unlimited database, and I will have a link in the description here for that. Playtesting this deck, it's been very good against mid-range, very good against control, but it does struggle a little bit against aggro. I'll have some gameplay here at the end. As always, we'll have a deck list here as well. It'll also be linked in the comments. But if you like what you saw here, go ahead and smash that like button. If you want to find your way back for more Star Wars Unlimited content, go ahead and hit that sub button. As always, thank you for watching, and have a great day.
Wait, let me get my head straight. I need a drink of water. It's been days I've had a headache. Don't wanna wake up one day, feel like I regret things. I want my story just to have a happy ending, and I don't got a plan B, a plan A's all I need. Took the ships from the sea and burnt them all, no retreat. It's kill or get eat and get buried with the sea, but that makes me feel free. Hella focused on my dreams. I got habits, they're established. I'm doing things a bit manic, but I can handle it. Juggle this, juggle that, struggle here, lose some cash, win and lose, make it back. You can choose your own path. Nothing good comes fast, nothing fast ever lasts. So I'll be patient but attack every day like it's my last. Push the pedal to the gas, burn the fuel that I have. Start a fire, light a match, I ain't never looking back. So plant hard in your feet, there's no retreat. Burn the boats on the shore till they're buried underneath. There ain't no going back. Forget the past out of desperation. Are the people born who can last? There's no retreat. Go believe you got it in you. You can do anything that you think that you need. Don't be scared, go succeed. The only people who compete are the ones who don't retreat. responsible to try to make all the impossible go flip to probable. This life is not something that's optional, it's got its obstacles, but it's a gift. So don't miss out on your chance to be phenomenal. Push all the chips in, I take risks cause risky wins. I take hits straight to the chin, they get right back up again. I don't lose, I always win, cause any loss is a lesson. I got a different engine, wanna go, I'll go again. I'm on the chase while they running, call the plays that are coming. Turn a profit out of nothing, like a prophet up and coming. Taking shots, I'm always gunning, when I gamble, never bluffing. Last shot, I'll be clutching, hit the shot they always wanted. Game winners, train killers, I can make 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures. Pay for any fucking dinner, paint a picture. Life richer, good people, good liquor. Life bigger, fight winner, I just wanna get there quicker. So plant hard in your feet, there's no retreat. Burn the boats on the shore till they're buried underneath. There ain't no going back, forget the past out of desperation. All the people born who can last, there's no retreat. But believe, you got it in you, you can do anything that you think that you need. Don't be scared, go succeed. The only people who compete are the ones who don't retreat. I look at what's in front of me, don't focus on the other things. I know that if I'm struggling, that only leads to a tough for me. And I want and need something that could challenge me, build up all my calluses, push through all their callousness. Becoming reckless, I'm ambitious and I'm restless, yeah. Was an apprentice but possessed a different engine, so I asked a lot of questions and I learned a lot of lessons, yeah. Got different weapons and I worked on my direction, yeah. We gon' hike through the flame, we gon' die with a name. We gon' fight through the pain, we gon' rise up and change. We gon' strive to make gains, cause we don't hide from the blame. We take pride when we train, we gon' rise up and change. We gon' hike through the flame, we gon' die with a name. We gon' fight through the pain, yeah, we gon' rise up and change. We gon' strive to make gains, we don't hide from the blame. We take pride when we train, we gon' rise up and change. When I make that bet, got goals in my mind that I want real bad, so I work and strive to get all of that. Don't need any luck, my work pays off, cause the more I work, the more I take off. I don't lack direction, I'm never lost, always on play, never hit pause. And I teach classes on these things, lessons came through lyrically, but now I think it's time to be professor of the finer things, to guide the next, to try and be proactively trying things in the shadows quietly, building their own dynasty. We gon' hike through the flame, we gon' die with a name. We gon' fight through the pain, we gon' rise up and change. We gon' strive to make gains, cause we don't hide from the blame. We take pride when we train, we gon' rise up and change. We gon' hike through the flame, we gon' die with a name. We gon' fight through the pain, we gon' rise up and change. We gon' strive to make gains, we don't hide from the blame. We take pride when we train, we gon' rise up and change. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If you wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed 'em.